welcome back to Just Because Minecraft. This is episode 10. And as you probably saw in the beginning, hopefully, if I, oh wait, this is not gonna, oh wait, okay, this is it. Yeah, okay, I cannot fly in F5 mode. I forgot I was in F5 mode. And yeah, that's not how I wanted to start this. But yes, welcome back. It's been, a few weeks, but I've been working on a large hole, if you can't tell. And hopefully, if I did this correctly, you should have seen a time lapse of some of the digging, um, using replay mod and all of that. I unfortunately could not replay all of this just because the file size was getting big, and replay mod kind of does not like long sessions of digging. I think I have to break it up, but I'll figure that out in some way, shape, or form. But anyway, yes, welcome. This wasn't supposed to go down this low. I will have to be kind of straight up, and I did found a geode, which is kind of where it stops, and then I cleaned up around it. So as you can see, we still have a few floating items over here, but large geode, and I do have a plan for them of how to incorporate them in the build. But as you see, I have a few holes laying around, as well as this giant ravine, or this is kind of just crack in the ground that goes, I think, lower. Currently, I think we're sitting at Y32, and I was planning initially to make the pond only around Y40. Around Y40, so that way it would be exactly about 20 levels or so down from water level, because water level currently in this world, or right where I am, is Y63, if I am correct, right? We look here, yes, Y63. So I was planning to just dig 20 levels down. Plus, this geode made it kind of easy to dig 20 levels down or so, because I think if I hop down here, if I go 2 below, because that's kind of my metric, this gets to Y40. So, again, not super sure. I might have it on a slope where it goes down, but that might be for later. But, of course, I have a lot to dig out, and what I decided to do was, for some periods, I will do like a straight pass. I will dig out like one layer at a time as it goes, the other, and then occasionally I will have these kind of mining sessions where I will dig like a smaller chunk, but I will dig a lot deeper. This really does help a little bit for motivation, at least, because I feel like I'm actually getting somewhere. Because I will say, digging this one layer at a time, I was kind of getting a little bit tired and unmotivated because of the fact that it's just so much area and you feel like you're not covering anything. So, just kind of taking some advice I've seen, it's like taking things like one step at a time. So instead of kind of spreading myself thin, so to speak, I'm going to just kind of focus on certain areas, and every so often I'll do a pass. I'm still kind of going back and forth between like whether the moss method or the pickaxe method. I made 3 pickaxes for this to use, so like when one runs out of durability, I'll have like another pickaxe or so that I can pull out, and I don't have to make as many trips to the end, or if I do, it's like more effective than kind of running to the end every so often, and it does help a little bit with the replay mod. But again, that's just kind of more of the behind the scenes stuff. But yeah, but I've been making good progress. But that's kind of not where this episode's gonna go. This episode is going to be making our storage systems. Or plural, basically. So, what do I mean by that? So we have kind of a mini storage system that I have already, kind of in my main floating, really implausible over the river base over here. And it's kind of small. I have just like kind of wood, like ores, random mob drops, kind of plant stuff, sand, seeds, like, you know, the works. But what I want to do is basically get this part finished, or get this storage system over here finished, the one in that direction, and then as well as create something a little kind of like I guess I don't know what to call it. More like dedicated storage. So, or theme storage. I guess that might be the best way to put it. So I still have yet to finish this area, but as you can see, I did actually make some progress a little bit more. As you can see, I have okay, that's I have put in like kind of a window, and I was playing around with some designs. I'm not super sure if this works, but I kind of wanted to have kind of that circular window in the middle. And I don't know if I finished the other side. I don't think so. I kind of put it in, but I haven't completely finished it. As you see, how I achieved this is by using the glass panes with some sandstone. The inside's kind of bland. I do like this flooring with the smithing tables, but it is really expensive, I will say. I was not expecting it to be expensive. The mangrove does give a kind of nice touch. And up here I have kind of the beginnings of the tower that I was talking about, where this is supposed to be kind of whatchamacallit. This is supposed to be sort of uh at least this the middle of this tower, I was about to say turret. The middle of this tower is supposed to be kind of where all items land when you drop them through the end. So I'm probably just stick like a mini chest there, or something, because I'm pretty sure that with my shulker farm over here, I don't need to transport any more shulkers from the end, but you never know. But yeah, I'll probably make something similar to this, keeping with the theme of the green roof, which I still haven't finished because I actually, for all of the digging I've been doing, I actually haven't been smelting that much copper, which I need to get done. But back to the talk about theme storage. So the idea is that we have this like wonderful kind of bland big building over here, but like it's kind of here, just kind of sitting here. I don't know if I'm going to connect it to a village, but the kind of plan that I'm hoping is that we kind of have almost like a road meandering from somewhere to somewhere. I need to do something about this also giant crack in the earth. I have a lot of these, I will say. I'm surprised by how many just random uh kind of holes I have laying around that are just naturally generated. But the idea is that every so often I'll have like a little shop here, or a little shop here, and they're probably, I say shops, but they're probably going to be more like little stands, and those are going to hold some storage of a certain item, and we're going to try to create a theme for them. So for example, I want to have like a pretty big storage of rockets. Um, because I use them a lot, and I think the red and white, I have like a really cute idea for a stand. But right now I was storing them here because this would be kind of my end portal to the roof, where I would just, to the nether roof, where I would go everywhere and anywhere, and, um, I would need rockets. So I would probably just need to make, and overall, it's just to make the storage more interesting, because I could always just have this, and this is really effective. I will say, I'm not like this automatic storage system has been really helpful, and honestly, it's amazing. And I do have my stuff sorted, and it's pretty, and all that stuff. But so you can see, it's kind of dull. It just serves its purpose as being storage. But I want to try to make storage look a little bit more interesting. So I'm gonna kind of work on some designs and just work on some little I guess kind of little pop-up shops here and there, stands, and we'll kind of see how that goes. So with that, let's do a time skip after I sleep. So see you guys then. And we're back. Welcome back. And I got some work done, and I didn't get to show all of it because I was kind of, I don't know, just forgot to record. But we get to see kind of some variations of the shops I have. So basically, I just started making some stands. I had some designs planned out, and basically the whole idea is to kind of populate this area a bit more, make it seem more kind of like lived in. Because we have that village over there, but like the normal Minecraft villages are kind of meh. So let's kind of like spruce it up. And because this is like the trading hall, what we can say is that right out here is kind of like where all the merchants come and gather and they sell kind of their wares and so on and so forth. And I'm just going to use this as storage, honestly. But that's kind of like the story of this area. We have a nice fountain over there. It's our kind of like tower of some sort. Probably gonna make it some like magical tower, all that stuff, yada yada. But we then have our little shops, and I am planning to get the data pack that allows you to manipulate armor stands because I feel like I could do something here as well as the ones that drop mob heads as well. That will probably be covered in the next episode because this episode's already taken a while to come out, so yay. But this, as denoted by kind of the red bull, this is gonna be my fireworks kind of like shop, and I'm gonna probably be putting all my rockets here. Another plan is to put kind of just normal fireworks, so kind of like those firework balls, stars. Just keep a few variations and stuff, and we have kind of like a little shop opening. It's kind of cute. Definitely need to also figure out a way to have unobtrusive lighting. So that way we don't get too many mob spawns or anything. The 1.18 lighting changes have been very helpful, but at the same time, uh, like I still need to like light that place up, especially if I decide to be like a little. There's like sometimes where I do stay out a little bit longer than I really should. But yeah, and just kind of reform some of the land here. And then here, this is going to be my copper supply, as denoted by the roof. I think I'm going to add definitely a few more storage areas here. Right now, what I have is just a few barrels, and it should technically be enough for whatever copper I do decide to use, but right now I only have less than a little bit more than half a stack, which is not a lot. But I'm planning to definitely add more because we also have all the variants of copper. So I'm not sure if I'm going to have a barrel for each variant, or if I'm going to just have them all kind of oxidized and then have kind of like a barrel of like random copper pieces, please use, I definitely have more plans to have like signs and so on and so forth. But this one's supposed to look kind of more general, it's supposed to look kind of nice from all angles, so to speak, because of the fact of how it's placed. I'm not very good at making the backs of things. I'm trying to cover it up, but I do realize that if I'm going to be like flying in, this kind of looks debatable. And then this one looks relatively good because it is symmetrical from all sides. And then this one has the opening in the back instead, so this one uses a fence gate. Again, I was playing around with different designs. I love to hear like opinions on like, which one looks good. I do like kind of the curved roof, but I really do like this idea of like these tents, kind of like fabric that is draped over some poles that you have, which is what this is. And basically this is my lovely terracotta shop. So I spent so much time in there with so many masons and so many kind of variants trying to get every single variant terracotta. And basically this is going to accumulate over time because of the fact that well, now we can get renewable terracotta, but also like initially because I only got like 12, 24 pieces of terracotta every so often, it's like just trade with all of them and then shove them in a barrel, and then we'll have kind of them in some specified order. There's some other decorations I want to add, but this is the general idea, and I still need to finish the tent. But like you see, I don't actually have the blue terracotta I need to finish the stripes on the tent. But I really do like this because you have kind of this slope, and you can kind of see how it looks like the fabric slopes down a little bit. I have the banners to kind of hide the poles a bit. Else what I would probably do is do something similar to what I did in the back, where it kind of drapes down a little bit. So you have this kind of illusion of you have fabric draped over the four poles, and that it comes down and kind of rests on top of the barrels. And I really, go away. You don't have anything interesting. Um, but you have this idea of like kind of fabric. It's being held up here, and it's like a kind of temporary stand. And then these are all barrels. So basically, I have a double chest, so to speak, of the terracotta or whatever I get it. And I counted this out, and it's like 16. It's 32 here, and then 32 here as well. So then we can get a double chest basically of every single color. And maybe this isn't efficient. I'm still trying to figure out how I want to sort them. But what's probably, go away. What's probably going to happen is that we're going to have kind of one, like we're going to have one color, one color, one color, and just keep going. And this is the first 16 and the normal terracotta. And then the bottom over here is going to be the glaze. Then here it'll just correspond. So whatever is in this top row will correspond to right over here. And then so on and so forth. Like we'll just kind of pattern it like that, because any other way seems very confusing. Or it just doesn't seem as intuitive as if you kind of are like, okay, whatever's here matches whatever here. So all you have to do is just shift it up 90 degrees, and then there you have it. Um, but yeah, I also have some ideas for a little bit more stalls, and so on and so forth. But especially since I also, I'm out of food, sad. So we are going to walk very, very slowly to kind of my really bad chest monster. And I also have some space here that I'm planning to use for storage. And this is going to be kind of the cellar, so to speak. So you can think of it as in like those taverns and so on and so forth, that we have these cellars that are full of either like food, produce. Usually it's kind of like some kind of alcohol, but we could store potions in here, which would kind of be treated as our drinks. And then, like I said, food for the like the farmer trades and so on and so forth. Also definitely some wool storage, or I will just keep the wool storage over there. Do I have any? I have apples. Okay, that counts. And then here it's like the trading hall. You can think of as like, the marketplace. You can actually like trade with things. And then up here, what I'm actually planning to do is then we're gonna have a library. And then this is kind of like the books, the accounts, the stories, and so on and so forth that I'm gonna put. And then here we'll just have towers either for storage for like the end, because this is the place where if you throw items through the end portal, not through the end portal, through the bedrock portal in the end, it will land on this square. So I'll do something with that, and then we'll just gotta finish this because yay. And then we have a nice little fountain because atmosphere. Honestly, I and but like I said, it's more to make this place feel more kind of lived in. Ignore the bench and the bed, but it's to give this more atmosphere that people actually travel through here, and that they have stalls that are kind of enticing you to like go buy something once you do like kind of your official business here. So this is actually pulling a little bit from Hypixel, where they do have kind of like an inner marketplace with their auction house, and they have then the stalls outside with like the woodcutter, the bazaar, and so on and so forth. And this is kind of pulling from that idea of having this like main trading hub, and then you have kind of the little bits and pieces here and there. And this definitely makes my organization a little bit easier, because I don't have to figure out how to shove a million barrels into, or a million barrels and a million chests into one area. I can have a lot of barrels and a lot of chests in one area of just like one thing. And especially with some of the items I have, especially I have a lot of like polished kind of stuff when I was trading with the stone cutters. Um, so like for example, I have, well, now dripstone, but where is it? I have like a lot of chisel stone, a lot of bricks. Um, I had a bunch of polished andesite and diorite. Um, but I actually don't know where it went. So I'm a little bit concerned because I definitely didn't use it all. But as you see, like there's polished andesite, polished granite, and those are going to also go somewhere as well. But yeah, that's I think that's gonna really be it for today. It's a kind of short episode. I did a lot of behind the scenes work, with also the digging and so on and so forth. But I'm really glad that this is like coming together, and the styles, I hope they're not clashing too much. I'm trying to stay with like a kind of consistent trying to stay with kind of a consistent like block palette in terms of like using wool for like the stalls and so on and so forth. Use copper a little bit just to kind of give that nice green color, and because we don't have wool slabs, so you can't do something like that. But I hope it doesn't look like it's clashing too much. It looks like it fits into the environment, and so on and so forth. But with that, thank you guys for watching. I'm sorry that this took so long to come out, but I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys all next time. Bye bye.